Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well as teach well. And also peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And this is pretty much going to be a quick video. Alright, and Lord willing, this will be edifying. Alright, but pretty much the title of this video is going to be Wisdom Lifted Up the Head of the Poor Man. Alright, wisdom lifted up the head of the poor man. Alright, so without further ado, I'm going to go straight into it. This is Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 11, verse 1. Wisdom lifted up the head of wisdom lifted up the head of him that is of low degree, and maketh him to sit among great men. So basically wisdom is what lifts up the head of the poor man. Okay, and that poor man referring to the elect man of the nation of Israel. Okay, starting with the 144,000 men of the nation of Israel. Okay. Alright, is this wisdom and his knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai that lifts our heads up in these other days, okay, in a world that's filled with all types of narcissistic, prideful, boastful, egotistic people in this world, that boast in their riches and their social media fame and social media likes and all this and the third. Their ability to go out and travel and go on these vacations and live their best life, so to speak. Okay, while basically looking down upon, pretty much everybody else on the earth that doesn't have those types of luxuries. Okay. Well, we the hopeful elect. Okay, we're not fazed by all those things. Okay, because we have our moments where we see people throughout the world and people on social media and whatnot, laughing and smiling, living it up and things like that. Okay, because even our forefathers, I believe there's our forefather Asaph in the book of Psalm 73, where he even spoke about, how he was envious of the wicked. Okay, roughly paraphrasing it. So of course, we have our days where we look at, people of this world and we think to ourselves like, damn, how the hell are these wicked ass degenerate ass people, just living it up in this world, okay, or just having their best time in this world. Okay, well, as the scripture says in 2 Ezra the 8th chapter, starting from verse 1 on down, this world was made for many, but the world to come was made for few. So the reason why these wicked people of this world, all right, including 2/3 of our people, are able to just live it up and laugh and smile and eat and drink and marry and be married and this, that, and the third, is because this world was made for them. This is their world. Okay, this is their society where people that have their mindset are able to flourish. Okay, but we know that the next world to come after this, which is the world of Jacob, which is basically the kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shai and the nation of Israel. All right. That world is going to come. That world is going to be for people like us to flourish. Those of us that are of the hopeful elect. All right, that walk in a mindset in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai to the best of our ability. Okay, and the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai and His wisdom and knowledge that He's bestowed upon us in these other days is what gives us confidence. Okay. So this is Sirach chapter 11 verse 1. Wisdom lifted up the head of him that is of low degree, and maketh him to sit among great men. Okay, so it's this wisdom that lifts up our head, okay, brings our confidence up, and makes us to sit amongst great men. Okay, and when it says great men, is that talking about men such as Michael Jordan or Shaquille O'Neal, or the so-called greats of that this world, the people that this world considers great? All right, no. All right, it makes us sit amongst the men that Yahweh Shema Shai esteemed great, okay, which are the 144,000, the tabernacle of David, okay, which we believe, starting with our apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, we believe some are already in the spiritual realm right now, okay, praying for the elect here on earth. All right, the book of Revelation, the 6th chapter, goes into that. All right, but we believe that the rest of the 144 are here on the earth, okay, preaching a new song, which is the everlasting gospel, pursuant to Revelation, the 6th chapter. All right, all with the names of Yahweh Shema Shai written in their foreheads, okay, pushing and promoting the gospel and the wisdom of Yahweh Shema Shai throughout the earth, okay, despite being in their lowest state, their low degree, so to speak, okay, because we that are the hopeful elect, especially we that have been given a spirit by Yahweh Shema Shai to preach the gospel, okay, we've we're looked at as poor in the earth, downtrodden, okay, hopeless, helpless, defenseless, all these different things. We're looked at as poor in the world, but we're rich in faith. Okay, we're rich in faith. All right. So now let's read this in the GNT. This is Sirach chapter 11 verse 1 in the GNT. It says, if a poor person is wise, he has good reason to be proud. Okay, yeah, proud in a righteous sense. Okay, because ultimately, we that are the hopeful elect, our pride, so to speak, okay, our confidence in the things that we boast about, all right, in this world, is all according to Yahweh Shema Shai, via the Holy Scriptures. We take pride, so to speak, in serving the Lord, all right, and pushing His word throughout the four corners of the earth, as well as pushing His wisdom throughout the earth. Okay, Sirach 11 verse 1 in the GNT again. If a poor person is wise, he has good reason to be proud, and he will be thought of as someone great. You see that? Because we that are the hopeful elect men of the nation of Israel, okay, through this wisdom, we look at ourselves as great in the world. Okay, we're able to look at ourselves as the true high value men of the world, because we know and understand that this wisdom that we've been given is all right. When the time of Jacob's trouble hit and all hell breaks loose, is what's going to be the stability of our times. Okay, this wisdom is what's going to make our value go up. Okay, when everything else in the society all fails. All right, and that's just one of the reasons why we're able to walk around so confidently. Okay, when we're out in public or on a job or amongst our family members or whatnot, at the gym, wherever we may be, we don't walk around in that low, defeated mindset, as if we have no true purpose on the earth, or that we have no true calling on the earth, or that we have nothing to contribute to the world, and this, that, and the third, just that low level, low vibration mindset. No, okay, the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shema Shai, okay, has lifted us out of that mindset, okay, and given us wisdom, all right, and given us the wisdom to understand that when all else fails, okay, this wisdom that we invest so much in is what's going to raise our value and ultimately get us out of these hectic situations that are coming down the pipe. Jacob's trouble, persecution, famine, plague, pestilence, disease, all right, sword, destruction, okay, the MOTB, the NWO, all these various things that are coming down the pipe according to prophecy. All right, it's going to be wisdom, all right, the knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai, and as well ultimately the faith of Yahweh Shema Shai that's going to get us through those times. And that's why we walk around with our heads lifted up. All right. So let's get this. This is Proverbs chapter 14 verse 26. And the fear of the Lord is strong confidence, and his children shall have a place of refuge. All right. So the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Al Shai, is strong confidence. Okay. Strong confidence, strong faith in Yahweh Ba'ashim Al Shai. All right. Even so much as it says at the latter part of this verse, and his children shall have a place of refuge. Okay. Because, look at Noah, for example. Noah had strong confidence in the Lord. Okay. Strong faith, strong wisdom in the Lord. That's why out of all the sons of God on the earth, the Lord found favor with Noah. Noah had integrity. Okay. And so through, the fear and faith of the Lord, okay, Noah, was out preaching, okay, telling our forefathers, the sons of God at that time, to stop doing all the wickedness that they were doing, following after the ways of Cain and the heathen nations, okay, and to repent and come back to the Lord and get on the ark. All right. And as well, he was also building the ark as well. So not Noah was preaching as well as building. Okay, building the ark as well as building his faith in the Lord. All right. Noah had confidence in the Lord, and it ultimately led to what? Not only him and his wife being saved during the flood, but also his children. Okay, Ham, Shem, and Japheth. So how much more those of us that are the hopeful elect, okay, that are preaching the gospel in these latter days, that have strong confidence in the Lord. All right, just as Noah did. Okay, the Lord's going to come through and save our children as well and our families. All right, Lord willing. Okay, because after all, we're living in the days of Noah all over again, right? Even Yahushua said that. For men shall be eating, drinking, marrying, being given into marriage. Okay, doing all types of folly and wickedness and rebellion against the Lord. Okay, and we that are the hopeful elect, we're the only ones that's fearing the Lord in the midst of all this rebellion and wickedness that's going on throughout the earth. Okay, so hey, the Lord's gonna come through for us. All right, and that's all written. Okay, like the Apostle Peter said, we have a sure word of prophecy. So the fact that we have a sure word of prophecy and we believe on it, okay, that lifts up our head. It gives us hope and it gives us strong confidence in the Lord, as it just read. Okay, so let me read it again. Proverbs 14:26. And the fear of the Lord is strong confidence, and his children shall have a place of refuge. Let's look up the word confidence real quick. All right, the word confidence, Strong's H4009, mabatach, or maptach. Okay, it says trust, confidence, refuge, act of confiding, object of confidence, state of confidence, security. Okay, so a strong fear in the Lord is security. Okay, security from on high. Security, or from the Lord, that cannot be breached. All right, that cannot be breached, that cannot be interfered with. All right, by Esau, Edom, or any of these heathens. Okay, and not to mention, the scriptures also, there's various scriptures that also says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Okay, that lifts up the head of the poor man, as we just read earlier. All right, so now I have this as well. This is Ecclesiastes. All right, Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 1. It says, who is as the wise man, and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed. See that? So the wisdom of Yahweh B'Shem Shai, all right, to those of us that are of the hopeful elect, it makes our faces to shine. Okay, and as well, it changes the boldness of our faces, you know, because before we all were woken up to the truth. A lot of us, we walked around in that low, that low vibration, a low level mindset, that we're just black or African American or Latino or Native American, this, that, and the third. We looked at how prosperous and how successful the so-called white man is throughout the earth, while at the same time looking at how low our people are in the society. Okay, and it pretty much shot our confidence. Because we pretty much were in a mindset of that we have no hope in the world, and that we have no help in the world, and that we have no purpose. But through Yahweh Shema Shai opening our minds up and our spirits up, and giving us his wisdom and knowledge and understanding, as well as giving us his names, okay, it changed the boldness of our countenance. Okay, lifted up our head, gave us confidence. Okay, gave us a sense of pride, so to speak. All right, and a sense of dignity, and basically, this truth gave us our manhood back. To where now we can walk around with our chest out, so to speak, our head held high. All right, because we came to the understanding that we're the chosen people of the Lord, are the sons of God. Okay, and that we're to be over these nations that are ruling over us. All right, that told us that we're nothing but niggas and spicks and wetbacks and all this that and the third. Okay, and told us that we were nothing. All right, there's wisdom which is contrary to the wisdom of this world, and the wisdom that we've been taught in this world makes our faces to shine. It makes us glow, so to speak. Just like if somebody walks into a room and they have a certain countenance about them that uplifts them, the people in the room will say to them, "Oh, you glow, you're glowing, you glowing." Well, that's what this truth does to us in the spirit. It makes us glow. It makes our face to shine. Okay, it makes us bold. All right. Let's read this in the NLT. Ecclesiastes 8 verse 1 in the NLT. It says, "How wonderful to be wise, to analyze and interpret things. Wisdom lights up a person's face, softening its harshness." Okay? It says, how wonderful to be wise, to analyze and interpret things. Yeah, because that's what this wisdom does for us. It gives us the ability to have discernment, to constantly analyze and interpret things, to know when to get out of certain situations that are that's bad for us. To gives us the discernment to know when not to deal with a certain woman, this, that, and the third, or when not to go to this place or go to that place, or know not to be around this type of people or that type of people. Okay, wisdom gives us the discernment to to know not to talk to this type of person or that type of person. Okay, and say too much around certain people. That's what wisdom gives us the ability to do. It makes us smarter. It makes us it makes us better at making decisions. Okay, and avoid making mistakes out in the world. All right. So that's why I just said Solomon right here, who was the wisest king to ever rule over the earth, right? Ecclesiastes 8 and 1 again. How wonderful to be wise. Wisdom is a wonderful thing. Okay, and it's also a very rare thing. Just look at the people of this world. The people of this world don't operate in wisdom. They operate in folly and whatever satisfy their flesh. That's why you constantly look on the news and see people getting brutally judged left and right. All right, and a lot of times people receive harsh judgments from the Lord. Harsh, brutal deaths. Okay, all because they were involved in situations that they weren't supposed to be in. Driving fast, down a road. Okay, speeding and things like that. Okay, getting put to death for sleeping with another man's woman. Okay, getting put to death for overdosing on drugs or alcohol or this, that, and the third. Okay, getting put to death, all right, receiving by way of an STD. You know, in various other ways, people get put to death. It's all because people aren't operating off of wisdom. But we that are the hopeful elect, we operate off of wisdom, and that's why we're able to analyze and interpret, okay, and have discernment on, when not to be in certain situations and when not to deal with certain people. Okay, it allows us to maneuver through this life, because as a matter of fact, even when you jump down in this chapter to verse 5, Ecclesiastes 8:5, it says, "Whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing." See that? And a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment. Yeah, a wise man's heart knows how to discern both, time and judgment, because a wise man's heart knows how to analyze and interpret things. Okay, knows when to be in and out of situations, knows when to deal and when not to deal with certain people. Knows when to say certain things around people and when not to say certain things around people. Okay, and all these gifts, all right, because wisdom, all right, is a gift through the Holy Spirit, right? All these things were given, all right, to the poor man, so to speak, the poor in this world that are rich in faith, okay, which is the elect, all right. So I'm gonna end it off on there, because like I said, I didn't want to make this video too long. All right, so Lord willing, this video is edifying, and until next time, shalom.